Well, which day then was your off day?
I didn't have an off day.
Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and today we continue with the Ken Waller series, and in this segment of the interview, Ken Waller describes his entire bodybuilding program. And as you will hear, Ken Waller was one of the few bodybuilders in the Golden Era that trained every single day. Ken didn't believe in overtraining, and if he missed a day, he thought he would be missing out on hypertrophy. Let's hear directly from Ken Waller and how he described his entire bodybuilding schedule. With chest, what would you do on the same day? Is that all you would do, or would you do back or arms or shoulders or legs on the same day?
No, well, we would do usually chest and back. Usually it would be legs by themselves, and then we'd come back and do chest and back.
Yeah.
And then arms and shoulders we would do on the same day.
Right.
No, I mean on a day by themselves.
Okay. So
and then there's something else here too. I trained 7 days a week. My off day was calves. I did calves every day, and I did stomach every day.
Yeah.
I told you about that stupid stomach stuff I used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that every day. On my off day, it would be like almost an hour and a half of stomach and calves.
Wow. Okay, so
now I had this idea about calves. You know, you walk you walk every day, so that I can understand why that would be a hard muscle to grow. But most people, what they don't do, if you even watch them now, you sit over there and you watch them. They'll do calf races, but they will only go as to where you're, flat.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the whole deal to calves is you got to stretch the bottom part down.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is if you have a curved board that you're standing on.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
And that's what I see all the time. Because now when I get bored now, I go over to Planet Fitness and I just sit around over there and I ride a recumbent bike and just watch people.
Yeah, I saw a video actually about that. I'll get back to calf training in a minute. If we look at if you were to just basically explain then how your week of training was, would you say like you've mentioned that you did legs alone, and then you'd come back on the same day and do chest and back? Is that right?
Yep.
So that was like Monday, right?
Yep. And then a Tuesday, you come in with arms and shoulders.
Yeah.
You might only do your arms in the morning, come back for your shoulders in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Or if you felt like you wanted to do something else in the afternoon, you just do them both together.
Yeah.
But the hardest day was the leg day, and then the chest and back day.
Yeah. And what would you do Wednesday then?
Start all over again.
Well, which day then was your off day?
I didn't have an off day.
So you'd go Monday, Tuesday, and cover your whole body, and then Wednesday, Thursday again, and then Friday and Saturday again?
Yep.
So
Nobody else did that. I trained 7 days a week. I had this idea that I couldn't miss a day. In my mind, if I missed a day, I would be missing something. Like when I would travel to go visit somebody, or say I had to go back in the hotel room, I grabbed the edge of a a chair or something and might do curls or something.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember some of the other bodybuilders, they worked out 4 days a week.
Yeah.
They all have their off days and everything because the muscles recuperate.
Yeah.
Well, I used to think that, to me, my muscles, because I'm working different body parts on different days, whatever needed to recuperate, that part of the muscle would recuperate on the day I'm not working it as hard.
Yeah.
It all seemed to work out for me because maybe because I was eating so much. I don't know.
You've mentioned what you did for chest, and how many sets was that? Was that like you mentioned earlier? Was it 20 sets per body part?
It's about usually 20 sets of body part.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Anywhere, and now I didn't do more than 10 reps. A lot of people, they do 15 reps or 20 reps or whatever. My biggest one, a lot of times I would start, when I started getting a little heavier, I'd say I'd do 10 reps. I'd shoot for 9 the next time and work down to 5 and end up with 5 reps.
Okay. So you'd increase the weight and decrease the reps to accommodate.
Right.
Right.
Yep. That was probably the way I always tried.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then you'll find out that you're not getting that 10, 9, 8, 7, going down.
Yeah.
So you'll have to. So what I would do, I would just figure it out, and I'd knock off maybe 10 pounds or so. But I always trained heavy.
Yeah.
That was my problem. That's why I got all these injuries, I believe.
How many sets then would it be per exercise, typically?
You mean for body part?
No, you already mentioned it was 20 sets per body part, but how many sets per exercise?
I already said 5.
5, okay. All right, cool. So that was Ken Waller describing his week in training, and wow, this guy worked hard. If we look at his bodybuilding routine and how it was structured, Ken states that he would train his entire body in over 2 days, training legs in the morning and chest and back in the afternoon on Mondays, which we will call day 1, and then arms in the morning and shoulders in the afternoon on Tuesday, and then repeat this double split 3 times a week, training legs, chest and back again on Wednesday and Friday, whilst training arms and shoulders again on Thursday and Saturday. And if that wasn't enough, Ken would also train abdominals and calves every single day, including what he called his off day, which was Sunday, training 1.5 hours on abs and calves alone. As Ken said, he never had an off day and always trained heavy, training 4 to 5 exercises per body part, 5 sets per exercise in a pyramid style fashion, and using as many as 10 repetitions and as low as 5 repetitions during his sets. Hearing Ken talk about his bodybuilding routine just makes me reflect on the incredible work ethic that these bodybuilders had back in the day. Of course, we have to consider that Ken was enhanced, and his recuperative abilities allowed him to train this way. But as a natural lifter, I think that such a routine would just wipe you out. Some of my clients train as much as 5 days a week and have made fantastic gains naturally. So if you're interested in learning how to apply old school bodybuilding techniques for natural gains, please get in touch for my online coaching program. So I hope that you have enjoyed this interview segment with Ken Waller on his bodybuilding program. If you have, please give the video a like, subscribe, and leave me your comments. In the next video, we will be hearing from Ken regarding his back program for mass, as well as the exercises he used, so stay tuned, because you will not want to miss this episode. That's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. Head to www.goldenerabookworm.com for the biggest range of classic old school bodybuilding books as ebooks, e-magazines such as Iron Man and Reg Park Journal, high quality bodybuilding posters of the Golden Era stars, merchandise, and classic gymwear featuring Steve Reeves, Marvin Eder, John Grimmick, Reg Park, and many other Golden Era stars. For those wishing to build a classic physique, lose fat, and build muscle, online training is also available. Collectibles such as rare autographed photos from the Golden Era stars are also available, and to collaborate, please get in touch. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding, his principles, and all these tips of wisdom that he has, I mean, there's so much stuff that probably hasn't been proven by science, and it will take science to prove or disprove Vince. But to be honest, these 3 books, I believe, which I call the Classic Physique Bundle, are the best books that Vince ever came out with. And they, of course, are the Wild Physique, the Master Series, and the Pro Series. Have a look at it this way. The Wild Physique, I believe, is like the ABCs of Vince Gironda's principles to bodybuilding. He teaches you the exercises and his principles. But how do you put them together? Well, the Master Series is a 14-month program of using all of these principles, all of the diets that Vince came out with, all of the exercises. And of course, the Pro Series was a book that he came out with later on, specially targeted for getting into competition. It's just these 3 books, as I call it, the Classic Physique Bundle, are Vince's best work, and available, of course, at www.goldenerabookworm.com.